The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. Too little,
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen hands off to McCoy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, middle. Check 24. Watch 24. Hey, home.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Now it's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. The end result, 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give them 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a day. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Nifty move. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There to get him down defensively, Brian Allen.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
first down. It's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Haskins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Deuce. Let's go. Hey, who's it? Number 53, Mike 53.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. A deep ball for Dotson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's McCoy. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go. Check Mike 54.
Throwing is Allen on third. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Check 15. Check 15. Hey, tight.
Then he finds Beasley, complete. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Regular.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Pass caught. It's the rookie from Ole Miss, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 18. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down, Washington.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. To throw again on second down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the 41, Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Check. 52. Half 10.
On third down, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Middle.
Hey, high 7.
Coming this way. Here we go.
On first down, Allen. This one caught. Right around the 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Right there. 54 Mike. Help. Watch the twist. Go.
Off 52.
54.
Allen on third down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 34. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
56. 10.
Under 10. Mike 56.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And they'll run it with McCoy. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
56. Check 56. I'm on. Mike 56.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action. Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A quick hitter complete. It's Harmon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Again, it's McCoy. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
56, Mike, 56.
And here's Allen to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side, Reed. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Five.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now Allen throwing again. He hits Beasley right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, D.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check.
The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get the ball.
Alert! Out. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Middle.
Watch twins. Check.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They go play action now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Haskins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 26 and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here we go with Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater.
He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
And finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Hauschka with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words.